Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gemma and this is A Girl So Geeky. Again, obviously I do say this every time, it has been a while since I did my last video. I felt like I was getting sort of on a fairly good track and had posted up a couple of videos, and now there's been a big gap again, although this time I do actually have a really good reason, not an excuse, it's a reason. A couple of weeks ago I broke my foot. I was leaving work, foot turned over, and I've broke my 5th metatarsal. That was almost 3 weeks ago, and yeah, it bloody hurt. So I wasn't really up to doing a video during that time. I'm still on an air boot and crutches, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better, a bit more, you know, myself. So I thought now is a good time, and I had just done, not that long before, got my mum to help me do a load of pictures of all my makes, with the thought of that I was going to record it, but obviously it's just been a bit delayed. But that is what this video is today. I thought I would just show you things I've been making since the last time I did a makes video. I think that's obviously been a long time. But yeah, I thought I'll just do a quick update. I'm actually off of work now until Tuesday, so I might do a couple of videos and then I can sort of post them in the next few weeks. A little bit of a cheat, but as I've got the time, I figure I might as well make the use of it. So yeah, so this one will be my makes, and then I'll see what else I want to record after that. I will be doing my pattern stash. I've done my fabric one, so I will be doing a pattern one as well, so that might be one of them. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, let's just jump right into what I've been making. There isn't actually a lot there. You all know me, I'm a slow sewer. I procrastinate a lot. It's just the way it goes. But I've made a few things and I think I'm quite happy with them. Yeah, no, I think I am. But we'll just jump straight into them. I'm only sort of going to go briefly over like the pattern, but if any of these, if you want a more in-depth review, then please let me know. I'm more than happy to do a separate video to sort of discuss more about the pattern and, you know, how it went. But I thought for now I'll just show you what I've made and give you sort of a brief overview of the pattern. So here we go. So my first one was the pattern came from part of the Great Big Pattern Swap that happened on Instagram a couple of months ago now. And I received this from the lovely Nikki. She popped a little post on there just to say happy sewing. But this is the pattern here. So it's a Butterick 5922. I made this one, but not with the Peter Pan collar. I started to, and then I couldn't figure out how to do it. Plus I think the interfacing I was using was a bit too thick, so it's like this really nice drapey top and then this really thick and stiff collar. So I just took it off and I thought I'm just gonna do a roll over hem and, you know, fold over the hem and just stitch it down that way. I'm happy with it, so yeah, so that was the version I was aiming for. Now this is fabric that I got from the Knitting and Stitching show. I'm afraid I'm not going to be trying on each piece just because I'm still not getting around that great, and that would just literally take me all day. But I have taken pictures, courtesy of my mum. She took some pictures, so I will pop them up here so you can see. But I'll hold it up so you can see the garment in real life, as it were. So this is a fabric that I picked up from the Knitting and Stitching show, I think it was like last year, or March, at the show anyway. I can't remember who it was from, but I really, really love it. I mean, how pretty is that? So yeah, so I didn't do the Peter Pan collar, I've just folded it over. Also, the back came in 2 pieces because you're meant to put a zip. Is that this one? That's not this one, that's a different one. I'm thinking of a different one. It still did come in 2 pieces, but that's because you have this little feature up here. It's meant to have like a hook and eye, which I did attach at first, but it's so loose it just kept coming undone. So I've taken that off and I've just stitched it because I can fit my head through that quite easily without it being undone. So I've just stitched it together. And I did this isn't part of the pattern. Technically the one that I chose was sleeveless, but I wanted to add some sleeves. And I did I don't know what you call it, a fold over sleeve. And I pretty much just made that up. I don't know how you're meant to actually do it. So the inside probably isn't very neat in how it's meant to be. But I'd cut them too long and I didn't want to faff around with trying to measure with cutting them shorter. So I thought, oh, you know, this will be quite a nice little feature. And as long as you don't look on the inside, I'm really pleased with how that looks. So yeah. The only thing about this fabric, which is lovely, it's so drapey, but it constantly looks like it needs a lint roller rolled over it. And I don't know if it is that it's linty or if it's the actual fabric going a bit strange. I don't know. Yeah, can you see that? So I don't know if it is actually dusty. I will get a lint roller and have a go. Or if that is the fabric just going a bit funny. I hope it's... Well, I don't know which one I would prefer actually, because I don't want to be lint rolling it every single time I wear it. We'll see. But I will have a go and see if that is what it is. But yeah, no, I do like this. So I'll pop a picture up here so you can see it. But yeah, no, I'm quite pleased with that. I think I would make this again. I'd probably try one of the other versions as well. But yeah, no, I like this pattern. I can't remember what size I made. I did trace it out, so I'd have to have a look. Again, if you want a more in-depth review, then, you know, by all means let me know. Yeah, so it was a bit big. I did have to scale it down. I really need to figure out my sizing with these patterns. But yeah, so that's my first, wasn't my first make, you know, that I made in chronological order, but that's the first one I'm showing you today. But yeah, no, thumbs up, I liked that one. Then the second one is a new look pattern, and this is 6356. And I made this one except without these little side bits. I didn't do that because I didn't really want to. I didn't feel the need to. To be honest, that's actually on all of them. So yeah, no, I completely left off that design feature, most likely because I didn't really know how to do it. And then when I was doing it, I was just on automatic and just sewed it all up and then was like, oh, well, never mind. I like it. So this was material that I had bought from the boutique haberdashery in Fareham. You'll have seen it in one of my past makes. It looks like I've stretched it out. I'm hoping I haven't. I'm sure, to be honest, I haven't really worn it since I've made it yet, because I needed to top stitch down the facing. Although I did I do understitching? I think I understitched it. I don't always do that. I think I did, but it still was flopping around everywhere and I really don't like that. So literally last night, first time I've got back into sewing or sewed anything since I've hurt my foot, I thought this has been sat there for ages, and I thought, well, that's something I can try and do. So I did top stitch it around. So I think I need to maybe give it a try on, and hopefully I haven't stretched that out. But yeah, this is the one that had two pieces on the back, and that's because it was meant to have a zip. But it was massive. I've obviously definitely done the wrong size. For some reason, on all the big 4 patterns, I've worked my sizes out to be their size 16. But all of them are massive. And I think I've done it so that I've looked at my measurements and I thought, oh, well, I'll size up, you know, if I'm on the cusp. I know you can grade and all that sort of stuff, but I've not really got into that yet. But then obviously they have a massive amount of ease as well. So literally I'm making them a couple of sizes too big. So I just took out the zip, sewed it up, and then took it all in everywhere. So that wasn't really needed. I think it also does help that this fabric does have a lot of give to it as well. Perhaps with a more woven fabric, you know, something that doesn't have this, I might not be able to do that. I would possibly have to put the zip in if I made the correct size. But no, it's a really nice, easy top to make. I think I'd like to make a few of these. I need some tops that I can just like wear to work. Something just nice and easy, simple, maybe in some plains as well. And I think this would potentially be a contender for that. I wouldn't mind trying some of the other necklines as well. This is only my second attempt at doing like a V-neck, and the first one was a bit stretched out. I'll be showing you that in a minute. But this one, not too bad. It was okay. But yeah, no, I am quite pleased with that, and I do really like the material. I think that's really pretty. Next one. Am I going too quick? I hope I'm not going too quick. Now this one, I can't actually remember if I've officially shown you on a on a vlog. I'm not sure. You've probably seen it a couple of times. I think I showed this one as my smiley dress, and this is the Minetta dress by Colette. I really like this. This is the second time I've made it. The first one was okay, but the neck went all really ski with because it ended up being a lot. I wasn't putting a neckband on it, but it ended up being a lot lower and wider than what I thought. I've always considered myself to have quite broad shoulders, like for my frame is quite broad. I mean, geez, how broad do you need to be for these patterns to like not be sitting on the edge of your shoulder? I mean, yeah, I don't know. Is that just me? I don't know. But yeah, so I attempted to make a bit of a neckband. That's the one with the keys all over it. It doesn't look great. I mean, it is wearable, but now that I'm making more stuff that I'm like, oh, this is of a bit better quality, I'm sort of looking at that and I'm like, back of the wardrobe, mate. Do I keep it? I don't know. Is there a way that I can fix that? I don't think I've got any more of the fabric. I might have. I could potentially try another neckband. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I really like this and I definitely want to make more of these. It's just really comfy, you know, really easy to throw on, and this would be quite good for work as well. So this is the one that I made in a cherry print, and I love cherry prints. They are so cute. So I might have shown this one to you, I don't remember, but if not, this is it. So I changed the neckline. I didn't do it on the pattern, as I was cutting it out, I just changed it on the fabric. So probably won't be able to recreate that, but as long as I just know that I need to obviously take it up and in a bit, so it's fine. And I did the shorter sleeves on this one. I did, with the elastic at the waist, I think like it calls for you to use like clear elastic. I didn't, I just used like the black material elastic, and I found that to work a lot better. I used clear on the first one, and it just feels quite, I don't know I can't think of the word. It just doesn't feel enough. It doesn't feel secure enough. Whereas this one, for me, feels a lot better, and it was still just as easy to put it in. So yeah, I would definitely like to make some more of these. Because they are just comfy and easy to wear. So, but that the fabric was, it was from the Knitting and Stitching show, potentially from, sorry if you can hear my phone having a bleep, it's just some Facebook chat going on. Yeah, potentially from Simply Fabrics, but I can't quite remember, but it was the Knitting and Stitching show. But yeah, no, I really love this. Again, I'm hoping I'm leaving time and space for pictures. But yeah, no, I really like that one, and I like the fit of this one. I think the key one, I don't know whether it's because of the elastic, but it feels a little bit loose as well, like around the waist, but it's fine because I can wear a belt with it. Yeah, so thumbs up for that one. I definitely do want to make that one some more. For some good knit fabrics, feel free to give me some suggestions of where I can buy those. I had some great suggestions last time when I did my fabric stash. I was asking for, I think it was during that one, I was asking for some places to buy some fabrics, so thank you for everyone who gave me some comments for some places to have a look. The next one I made was this, Simplicity 1590. Now this is one that I actually won this pattern off of Instagram on a giveaway from the Crafty Pinup from Abby, and I love it. I do really love the look of it. But I did go for the wrong size pattern. As I thought I was a 16, I'm really not. It's not, they're way too big. I really need to be looking at the sizing a bit more and sort of working out, sorry, knocking the camera, working out what my sizing is a bit better with these. But this one is a 16 to 24. So it's massive, it's too big. I don't know how to grade a whole pattern down size wise. I can take it in here and there, but this was too big really to do that well. I tried, I've had a go, and this is fabric that I got from the Knitting and Stitching show, and this was from Simply Fabrics. I remember that because this was not from this year, this was from the very first time I went. The lady that was wearing it she was wearing it, and she'd made a pussy bow blouse, and I really loved it. So I thought, oh, I'll have me some of that. And I've just sort of kept it since then, not knowing what to make. And I thought, oh, well, this would be really nice to go with that. But I had to take it in a lot, like, and I couldn't figure out everywhere to take it in. So like the button band, like both sides of it, I've literally had to, it was so big, I've managed to fold it over and again, and then obviously fit the buttons and do the button holes. I also did my very first buttonhole. I didn't realise I hadn't changed back to black fabric, black thread, sorry. So I've done it in like a blue, and I was like, oh, swear word. And I popped it on Instagram saying, oh my God, look what I've just done. Do I try to unpick this, or is it okay? And the general consensus was it's okay, because there is blue obviously in it. And I've chosen some pretty biggish buttons. So it, you know, it does hide it sort of a bit. I've also done this this weird little tuck thing here because it's just too big there as well. So oh, you might be able to see it more from this side. Yeah, I've done this sort of weird little tuck thing just to try and get it to fit a bit better there as well. So I'm probably gonna, this is going to go into my selection of patterns that I'm going to be getting rid of, either in like a pattern swap or giveaways, or, you know, whatever. I may get the neck, like the smaller size pattern, because I think I would like to give this a go again. I think I to be honest, I'm not sure. I think it's when I was trying it on and then I just saw it was so big and I had so many issues, and I was just like I don't like it anymore. Maybe that's just why I have bad feelings for it. So I think maybe I wouldn't mind giving it another go with the correct size, and seeing how that goes, because it is really nice. I love like that, like the peplum detail. Again, I'll pop some pictures. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think if I find the pattern, if I can find it sort of fairly cheap, I don't really want to pay, I don't know, if I can find it on like when there's a sale. There you go. When there's a sale, I think I'll get it then, and I think I'll give it another go. I may twirl it and sort of see, but I mean, it is a really pretty pattern, and I love the fabric. So I'm going to give it a go of wearing it and see how I feel. But so far I've only worn it just for the picture, and I was kind of like, no. But there you go. Kind of a hit and miss with some of these makes, maybe. I don't know. I know that happens to everyone. I don't know, I'm just feeling a bit strange about my handmade wardrobe at the moment. I think where I sometimes am just rushing ahead to make stuff, and I'm not always choosing the correct size, the correct pattern, the right fabric for me. So I definitely need to start not procrastinating, because that means I won't do it at all, but at least just a bit more consideration into what I'm making. And I know that I'm always bang on about it, like pretty much every vlog, about how like Scroogey I am when it comes to making stuff, and that's fine. Obviously I you know, I can't afford to like make stuff that's like £20 a metre or anything, but I think I should at least be like, okay, well, I want to make quality stuff, so perhaps it is quality over quantity. As much as I want all the things, maybe I should have all the things one at a time, so I can just get something that's a little bit nicer. I don't know. There's some really weird ramblings going on today. I do apologise. It's probably because I've been spending a lot of time by myself lately. Yeah. That and a dose of like PMS has taken me to a weird place. Plus it was my birthday on Wednesday, so a year older, you know, that's going on too. But I did have a really great day. I don't know where this is going. Let's move on to the next make. Ta-da! Next one is by New Look 6262. I made this one, View C. I don't know if you want to have a look at the line drawings. You see, And again, it was too big because I made size 16. So I took it in everywhere. It was mostly okay. I think this is where I'm having some problems because this is the V-neck. So I think it's a cross between me having stretched it a bit, but also the fact that it was just too big. So I would like to make this again, maybe one of the other versions, but I really like it. And I actually wore this. This is the dress that I made to wear to the So Southampton meetup. And I'm really glad I really enjoyed wearing it. It was really lovely and always nice to wear something new for a meetup. And so I am pleased with it. It hasn't been ironed, so I do apologise. There are some crinkles and wrinkles to it, and hair. But no, I really like this. This fabric is from, oh, see, look at this thread. You all know it happens to you too. We'll just tuck that away. Yeah, this fabric was from the little shop that I went to in Gosport. I mentioned it in my last vlog. I don't remember the name, so you have to check that one out to find the name. I can't remember. But I definitely do want to go back there and see if they've got any new stuff. But I really like this. And to be honest, I think before I made this, I think I was having a bit of a sewing downer. I think because I'd been making this. I remember now, I'd been making this and was all like, well, it's not going well. So I gave up on that for a bit and started making this. And it just came together. I mean, okay, yeah, it was too big. But it came together so well and so quick and so easy. And I was just like, oh, this feels so much better. Yes. Yeah, no, I remember that now. It did come together so quick and easy, and it was a joy to make. I know it was a bit too big and I had to take it in here and there. But yeah, oh, actually, and I did have an issue. I can't remember what happened, but either I cut the facing by accident or I meant to cut it on a fold and didn't. So I just had to like piece it together. But it's fine because it worked. You know, it sits all right. But yeah, no, I really did enjoy making this. And the zip is not bad at all. I'm pretty happy with this because I often have problems with them not meeting up here or here. But okay, there are some areas where perhaps it's not extremely invisible, but it meets up. So I'm pleased with that. If there's anyone who's standing behind me with their face that close to check that out, I'll just elbow them out the way because you should not be doing that. Invading my personal space. So no one's going to see it. Awesome. So no, I really did like this and I love wearing it. It does make me feel really pretty. I need to get some new shoes to go with it. At the moment, I'm just going to be wearing flats. You know, I don't wear spiked heels anymore because, you know, after I broke my left ankle, I was like, no more big heels. So now I was sort of into the smaller ones and wedges and stuff. And it was wedges that I was wearing when I hurt this foot. And I'm like, fine, I won't wear heels at all. Flats it is. I don't really have any nice flats. So I need to get some shoes. I'll get a nice pair to go with this. But yes, I did like this. I do like this. And I really did enjoy making it. So I think, yeah, if I get some nice fabric, I would definitely make this again. My only issue is, obviously, I traced it out. A lot of these, you know, because I am Team Trace. But now I've traced out a load of patterns that are too big. And do you think I'm going to retrace them? It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, no. Some of these I'm just going to cut right into this. I'm just going to cut the pattern, the actual tissue pattern, because I'm not going through that all over again. It takes so long. So no, it's not. You know, on some perhaps that, you know, if it's been like an indie pattern or some of the patterns that are quite expensive, fine, I won't cut that. You know, I'll trace that out again if I've, you know, traced the wrong size already. But some of these that I know that I can pick up either from eBay or in a sale or something, especially if I don't think I'm going to be making them for anyone else. I'm not making clothes for anyone else at the moment. I may make some for my mum at some point, but she'll probably have, you know, she doesn't wear the same stuff as me, so I'll get different patterns for her. So, you know what, damn it, I'm going to cut some of these. I'm going to cut them. Because I'm not going to trace it all over again. I just can't. Soul destroying. So yeah, I'm moving on half and half. Team trace, team cut. Bit of both. Why not? Variety is the spice of my life. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm going to have to redo this because I just feel like I'm talking a load of nonsense. Let's hope not. Anyway, love for this dress. Again, there'll be pictures and stuff. Hopefully there's a whole montage going. Fingers crossed. Okay. And the last one, really not that many, see? The last one was this, and this is something that I've been wanting to make for a while. My friend gave me this pattern. She had bought the wrong size, so I got this one, which I was very grateful for. Again, I am now thinking it's a little bit too big for me, so I might rebuy it. But that's mostly because she is very new to sewing and is only sort of dabbling here and there when she's got time. She doesn't really have a lot of time, bless her. So we sort of like helping her sort of learn some of the bits. And this was from a long time ago, and she just cut it all straight out on the size that she wanted. And I think there are some bits missing. So I've kind of just fudged it together where I could, which has worked. But I think I will buy it again, just so I can get the right size, and so I know I've got all the right pieces. But I was very grateful for her to give it to me, so I could at least try it out. So it's made me sort of realise, well, actually, yeah, I do like it. So I would make the effort to get the pattern again, so I've got sort of a full version. But yeah, I went for sort of the shorter one. And you'll recognise this fabric. Again, it's from the Knitting and Stitching show. And look at this. Hold on. I'm not really showing it in all its best glory. I can't really without it being on. There will be a picture. But yes, I do love this. I do love a wrap dress. I find them to be very flattering. I think for anyone can wear a wrap dress and it just looks really nice. So yeah, I really did enjoy making this. But again, it is too big, so it is very wrapped. But I think it still looks okay. Hopefully picture, you're seeing that. However, there's always a however. Would it be a proper Gemma make if I have not accidentally cut a hole in it? No, of course not. Why? Why me? Why does this happen? I can't even remember what I was doing. I was obviously trimming something, and snippety snip, there it is. I haven't done anything with it yet, because I haven't even worn the dress yet. All made up and nowhere to go. Story of my life. I I don't know. Do you think anyone would notice if I just left it? Took me a while to find it. And I could just be like, oh no, I didn't even realise. To be honest, like the whole piece is there. I've not snipped it off. So probably I'll just get some like iron-on interfacing, just a little splodge, and iron that and press that good, and then it would just stick it flat. You were waiting for it. Come on, seriously, you must have been like, where's the big mistake? I know she's done one. There it is. Is this a phase? Like, will I grow out of this? Will this get better? Please say it will. And like, just like threads everywhere. Jesus Christ! Did I finish this? Yeah, I did. But obviously, if I'm gonna wear it, I will quickly go over it and just make sure it's all okay. Oh, but I do really like it. I love that. Isn't this fabric just so pretty? It's just gorgeous. I was really hoping, so where I live, sort of Portsmouth Southsea, there's always stuff going on in the summer, and one of the things that often goes on is called a champagne bar. I think it's like through July and August. They hold it every Friday, and it's just at one of the sort of old castle-y bits that's down by the seafront. And every year I'm like, I'll definitely go. And I was like, oh, this would be perfect. or at one of the hotels they do these lovely garden parties in the summer. The one that I went to by myself, you might remember, I might have told you about it before. If not, read about it, it's on my blog. I went to a random garden party by myself, sat on some steps feeling very awkward, drunk an alcoholic beverage and left very quickly. But I was like, oh, this would be wonderful, one of those. Did I go? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. But it will have its day out. I don't know where or when, but it will, because this should not just be shut away in a wardrobe. And you can see, I mean, obviously I'm still not the neatest. I mean, look at that. But it'll be on the inside and no one's going to see it. Only I will know. And, you know, you lot, but it's fine. But there you go. Those are my makes. Wow. You know, as you're going back through them, you're like, wow, that's really not a lot. Is that it? Is that all I've done? Apparently so. Well, I mean, I have done a couple of pattern tests. I think it's okay for me to tell you about them now, because they're all, no, I know one of them has now been released. I'm not sure about the other one. So that one I'll probably do in a separate video to let you know about that. I made two versions of, well, two samples of that pattern. It was really nice. I really enjoyed making it. So I'll do that in a separate video, and once I know the other one has been released, I will do that one too. I have started, you might remember this fabric, started making this up. And obviously this was a fabric that I was like, I love it so much, I must be careful. I've had nothing but problems. I just keep going wrong. It's like I just get too much in my head, and then I'm not reading stuff properly or understanding stuff properly, and it all just goes wrong. But so far, so good. But oh, that's going to be lovely. I can't wait to finish that. But I've run out of thread, so I need to get some more of that first. And yeah, I think that is actually it. I did kind of, actually I will show you. It's here. Obviously, also I think it was in August. I did a what is it called? Oh my God, Sew-in Weekender. The same weekend as the Sew-in Weekender. Myself, Ellie, and a couple of other lovely ladies did our own version just on the Saturday. So I was making the tutorial blouse by Deer and Doe, which was this. Sorry, it's all crumpled. I didn't get it finished because obviously I was chatting way too much. However, like, it all just kept going a bit. I needed to read, like, it didn't go very well on the bias binding that was going across the top part. Like, it didn't catch in, like, most of the places. But then, and I'd done like a few bits wrong, so I had to go back and redo them, obviously. But then as I was just sort of like sitting here making it, I was just like looking at this fabric. This was just like some cheap black cotton from IKEA. And I was just like, do I really want to wear that? Because this is incredibly linty. Like literally, I just showed it to my cat and all of her fur attached to it. And it's kind of, it's not very soft, it's a bit scratchy. And quite sheer. So I am sort of thinking, I don't think I'm going to go any further with it. I even did the buttonholes. I mean, you know, so I was having a good old try with it. But I think I'm actually going to stop, unpick, you know, the nice bit, this bit, and get some nicer black fabric and redo it. I mean, you can see I haven't done like that right at all. It's hard to see when it's black. Yeah, I mean, it will be a bit difficult because obviously I've trimmed down and stuff, but I think, yeah, I just don't, because it's just not a very nice fabric. It just doesn't feel very nice at all. So I don't know that I would enjoy wearing that against my skin. I'm not sure. But I'm going to stop with that now and have a think and see, and have a look first to see if I can find, probably just from Fabricland, just to see if I can find some black fabric. But I have got some more of this, and I'm making a pink version, and that is quite a nice cotton fabric. So I'm going to make that one up first and see how I get on with that. And then if I'm at least happy with it, then yeah, I should be going ahead and I'll sort this one out. But yeah, so that a bit of time has gone into that as well. And yeah, that is actually it. So that's some new additions to my wardrobe. I think I do want to have another go through my wardrobe just to see like what am I really happy with, what am I not so happy with, and why. Is it something I can fix? And go from there, I think. I just want to, I don't know, I think it's some of this whole, you know, I see everyone making all these lovely things and I'm sort of like, how much do I actually like the stuff I've got and that I'm making? So I think I'm going to have a bit of a go through. However, I'm not going to be hasty because maybe I'm just in a funny headspace at the moment and it's not good to make decisions when you're like that, I think. At least not where, you know, if I'm like giving away pieces of clothing and then I'm like, oh my god, I wish I hadn't done that, I loved it so much, what a mistake. We've all done it. Anyway, so that is it. Lots of rambles, I'm so sorry, I don't really know where all that came from. Yeah. There you go. Happy Friday. Yeah, so that's what I've made. I've got some plans of things that I want to make. I'm going to do that in a separate video. I might record that tomorrow or the next day, and then I can sort of post a few, so I'm a bit more on time. Sorry if you are hearing the beeping. I don't know how to make that stop. But there you go. That's it for now. I hope you like this. I know it was a bit disjointed and a bit rambly, but I'd appreciate if you give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, you can hit the button, and if you tap the bell, it means you'll be notified when I make another video, which will be soon, I promise. So yeah, that's it. I hope you're all having a great day, and I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Oh, I forgot to say what I was wearing. Sorry. I'm wearing the chestnut sweater. This is one thing that I really do love in my wardrobe, and yeah, maybe I should make some more of these as well. But yeah, the chestnut sweater, and that's by Coco Wawa. Yeah, I do love that. But yeah, that is it, and I'll see you later. Bye.